Hello, and what's happening, everyone? My name is Sonja Marie with Wordlife Astrology, and if you're new to my channel, welcome. I'm so glad that you're here. If you are not, welcome back. I appreciate you. Today is Monday. It's September 9th, 2024, and I'm here to offer up some weekly astrological information sprinkled in with a little spiritual understanding. Yep, this particular broadcast and all my broadcasts are for all signs, so stay tuned. And how I like to read the forecast, the rundown, giving it to you straight, is what is going on in the sky at the time, the transit chart, as astrologers like to call it. So how does this transit chart affect you? You're going to need to know a little bit about your chart, but not so much, because I'm going to do my best to just kind of give an interpretation and spiritual interpretation. Are you ready? I hope so, because I am so excited to give you some info today. Let's roll. Please be reminded that if this information resonates with you, please like and share and do your best to comment. I love interacting with people and seeing how you feel about the information that's coming through. What you doing out there? How you feeling? That's what I want to know. Let's go. So today, being Monday, Mercury is going into a whole new sign, a whole new vibration. It's going into Virgo, y'all. That's a little appropriate on some level. If the sun right now is in Virgo, meaning that we are all shining in Virgo's light. We are all being prompt to be a little bit more particular, ask a little bit more questions, to be a little bit more of a perfectionist, trying to get the thing right, whatever the thing is, right? Now, Mercury goes into Virgo, kind of like being a co-creator to this source energy that Virgo is in, the sun, right? Mercury says, listen, if you're going to shine like this, why don't we think like this? So with Mercury being in Virgo, and this may be a little upset to some Sagittarius and Gemini because it squares. It's a little challenge when any sign, or I should say when any planet is in Virgo, but especially Mercury, right? Because Mercury deals with planning, with strategizing, with making decisions, with confrontation sometimes, depending on if you misunderstand what people are saying. Get what I'm saying? You can get into a fight if you misunderstand, is the point. And Virgo and Mercury is not looking for a fight. It's looking to be a bugaboo on some level. Yes, it will ask the question over and over and over and over until it feels satisfied. So is that the vibration that you're in right now? If so, you're right on par, sister, brother. I'm just saying, pay attention to this Mercury energy this week. Now, this is like 2-3 times in a row. Mercury has been hijacking the vibration of the week, especially in my broadcast. But understand this, it only means that this is what's focused on this week. There's a lot of things that's going down, but I'm choosing to talk about what we are focused on. Now, Mercury being in Virgo today is going to quincux Pluto. Mercury quincux in Pluto is like us trying to figure out the details of a situation, the plans of a situation. Again, asking the questions and sending the emails, and Pluto being the power, Pluto being superiority or an authoritative figure, is not budging. There's an irritation between the communication and authority. So possibly maybe today on Monday, you're asking your boss, you're asking somebody who you feel that's kind of over you in a sense, right? You're asking them questions, you're trying to get info, and nobody is budging. They're not coming to you or responding to you in the way that you expect, in the way that feels good, in the way that does not garner a solution in a sense. So you keep asking and keep asking. So what happens? There's a slight irritation today. Listen, I want to say there's a nice little theme that's happening this week. First, please don't be thrown off by the perfectionist thoughts and the need to discern your thoughts straight away this week. Please, second, don't get thrown off by this Pluto wanting to punk you in a sense. It's trying to irritate you, that authority figure, that superiority, anything in your life that you feel has had power. It's trying to punk you to see if your decision making and or the questions that you're asking is in alignment, is on par. Now you have to answer that question for yourself. If authority is punking you, are you sure about who you are? Squirrel. this thing will come back. Are you sure about who you are? Because if authority is coming in, again, it wants to knock you off that square. And if you're not sure, please ask further questions, not necessarily of that authority figure or that piece of power, maybe to outside sources, so you can come back to that particular person and do a situation and be stronger, because you went to get answers. You went to get resources. I hope y'all following me. It's a big deal. Do not be punked by power today, thinking that you don't know what you know when you know it, because you've been doing research, Virgo style, detailed. Now, the reason why this is so important, again, this is a story I'm kind of telling. On Tuesday, right, that Mercury in Virgo will sextile Mars. Oh, that's a deal. Why? Because Mercury, being in Virgo, wants to hook up with Mars being in Cancer. Come on now, that's a nice little party, a caring party. But it's also Mercury in Virgo going, yo, here's the details. Here's the receipts. Here's the information. Here's the people we want to deal with. Here's the people we don't want to deal with. Here's the situations that I had on lock for the last 2 months. They just ready for us. And Mars goes, word? Everything is in alignment. Everything is a go. Information checks out. Money, red line. I mean, not red line. We don't want a red line and a money line. It's above the line. Yes, it's above the line. So Mars says, let's go. Put motivation on that. Put an initiation on that. Put an origin on that. Put some fire behind that. Put some boom, 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 boom. Let's get excited. Let's confront any situation that's taking me away from the information and the conviction that I know that I need to have in order to do a thing. Let's get mad, but in a good way. In a way in which we're pushing. Right? So now we got this little momentum and it's pushing us. It's going. My bad, y'all. That is Wednesday. Wednesday, I just looked at my notes. I want to correct. Wednesday is when Mercury sextiles Mars. But you're going to feel it though, especially if you're sensitive like me. You'll feel it on Tuesday too. So get ready. Get ready to move with the information that you know, the information that you've been researching, the information that you actually stand firm on. Why? Because you've been keeping it in its compartments. You've been testing it. You've been asking questions. You know, because it checks out. So let's move. Now, with that being said, here's the storyline. Because on Thursday, 2 other situations. The sun will square Jupiter. Now, what that means to me is that the sun being in Virgo, harboring all this information within the source, is going to square up against, challenge Jupiter. So that means maybe possibly inside you start getting a little insecure about these blessings that Jupiter, these opportunities that Jupiter wants to bring. At the very least, this slight little tinge of optimism that you've been rolling with for the last couple of days kind of leaves you for a minute. And you're like, what just happened? Because possibly maybe the details didn't pan out. Because possibly maybe the things that you discovered kind of hurt your feelings. Because possibly maybe, again, this effective way in which you wanted to execute doesn't garner the proper momentum or the thing in which you thought was to be the proper momentum. Now pause, because I want you to know when Virgo energy starts feeling a little slighted or like there's some when Virgo energy starts feeling a little slighted or there's some deception in the air, sometimes it can stop its progress. Sometimes that Virgo energy, it doesn't matter who you are now. I'm not talking about whether you're Sag or whether you are Taurus or whatever. Any and all signs. When this sun goes up against this Jupiter and we all feel like, wait, hold on. These details are not checking out. There's a possible notion to be a deer in the headlight. I'm not doing nothing then. Why? Because nothing is perfect. Nothing is panning out. These questions are not coming back answered properly. I don't feel secure about this thing. That means my blessings are not going to come. I'm going to stay still. No, ma'am. No, sir. What I hear and what this download is telling me to tell you is don't stop. Don't stop. Get it. Get it. Doo-doo brown. Doo-doo brown. All I'm saying is don't stop. Because somebody is trying to question the details that you may have accumulated. But understand this. Details are details. All of us, and I've been saying this to a bunch of people, All of us are walking this planet, and probably 85% of the things that are going on around us are unknown. Virgo wants to know. Virgo wants to have a plan and be detailed about all the things that are flying around. And that's what causes the deer in the headlight. I can't control it. I don't know how to perform through this. I don't know what to service. I don't know. So let me stop. But how about this? Again, we are all floating in the unknown. What you think got you here? The unknown. Sometimes we're going to have to surrender to what we don't know and allow those blessings to come to us if they're for us. If there's a challenge and these blessings are going to go around us, it's okay. Whatever is for us is going to come back for us. Don't freeze and do not get caught like a deer in the headlight because things are not adding up. Keep it moving. Why? Why do I say why? Because Sonja's crazy and I'm dope like that. On Friday, as that moon goes into Capricorn, on Friday, that moon in Capricorn will sextile Saturn. That says, yo, psst, psst, I got a reward of my own kind for you. Even though Jupiter is the planet of all the rewards and all the blessings, Saturn is like, I've been checking you out. You've been working. So, psst, come here. I got some rewards for you. I got that hard work medal for you. And I want you to take it because that's what's going to have you believe that all the things that you've been planning for is right and exact for your journey, baby. Not your best friends, not your dads, not your sisters, not your brothers over there. Your journey. Saturn is like, we've been working in our quiet time. So everything that we do and that we plan and that we stay focused on this week, it will reap the rewards in which we've been working for. Not Jupiter's rewards. Jupiter's rewards is beautiful and it's bountiful. But sometimes it's just like, here, let me just throw you a bone. Let me just throw you something. Saturn says, I'm going to throw you something you've been working for. So watch for it. All right? I'm trying to set y'all up. This feels good? Drop me some information in the bottom there. Now, also on Friday, I want you to remember this too. I need to tell you this. That moon in Capricorn is going to trine Uranus in Taurus. Say, wait, what? I've been talking about Uranus and you don't know about Uranus because you're new to my channel, or sometimes information goes out your brain. I can get it. Uranus, though, is about change. Uranus is about the rebel. So wait. So that moon in Capricorn says, I'm bringing you rewards for your hard work and at the very least making you feel good about working hard and standing on your square, boo-boo. You know what I mean? Pop your collar, so to speak. And then Uranus says, and if you stand firm, here comes the change. Whoop. Because you stood firm, here comes a switch up. Boop. Here comes the information or the understanding of things that you need or the opportunity out of nowhere. Hitting the lotto. Somebody, a boss saying, I don't need you no more, but the company on the other side of the world does, and they're going to offer you $50,000 more a year. Wait, what? You see what I'm saying? Uranus brings up that switch, but you got to be prepared for it. And you got to stay in the space in which Uranus left you so you can get that switch up that will benefit you. You get that? Don't change. Don't change your mind. Stand firm, y'all. And lastly, on Saturday, as it rounds back up, remember we started Monday with Mercury kind of cantankerous against Pluto, meaning our decisions. Let me double check. Yes, Mercury was quincux to Pluto, right? That's a little irritating. That's what we started. Rewind, selector, if you missed that part. But on Saturday, come on, y'all. Pluto's going to sit right and nice with the moon. So what that means to me is that the emotional understanding will come in and go, hey, hold on. I know that person on Monday kind of shook you a little bit. But actually, you should feel good today about standing on your square. You should feel good today about standing up for yourself, keeping your boundaries and transforming within them. You should feel good about that thing with the moon sitting right and nice, a conjunction with Pluto here on Saturday. Why? Because I'm making you understand with that moon sitting right nice with Pluto, all the things that are falling away, that are being destroyed, that are being shook up by any authority, it's right in alignment with where we're going, with how we need to climb emotionally. And what that means is that moon in Capricorn says, I need to feel ambitious. I need to feel like I did a thing. I need to feel accomplished. And on Saturday, you will. Because why? You didn't let a motherfucker shake you off your square. Boom. I apologize. I had to curse, but that's a point I had to make. Y'all get that? Stand firm this week. It's necessary. There will be irritations. There will be a slight tests. And there will probably be an inner test, an inner shakeup that says, I don't know if we can do this. I'm getting a little scared. And I think I bet 50,000 on 25 black for no reason. I'm not trying to tell y'all to go out there and gamble. That is not my word. But my word is trust your gut. Trust your light. Trust the information that you've been building. More importantly, trust your intellect. Now, normally I would say, because I've been reading, because I've had this deck, the Osho Zen Tarot deck, in which we'll pull a card out for a minute. Normally I would say, per what they have taught me, is that the mind is a servant, and it absolutely is. Meaning, the mind is supposed to follow through what the spirit says to do. Example, and I tell my clients this all the time. If your spirit says we're going to go on earth this time and be a teacher, and then you get down here and the mind is like, yo, teachers make $22 a day. I'm not going to be a teacher. Are you crazy? We're going to be Beyonce. So then the brain goes off and tries to be Beyonce. 20, 30 years later, the spirit is like, we still gonna do that teaching thing, right? Because you kind of failed at Beyonce about 4, 5, 6, 7 times. Because I told you we gonna be a teacher. Well, this week, it's not that I'm going back on that notion, because I believe that to be true. This week, you need to know what you need to know. And the spirit is sitting back going, we've been talking about this. We've been meditating about this. We've been sitting here conversing and crying and all the things. The brain got the order now. So I need y'all to let the brain be the servant that it needs to be. That means to apply the orders of the soul. They will work out in the way that you have been talking about, praying about, holding on to. You have to believe that. You got to trust yourself in this. All right? I believe in you. I believe in me. I believe in God. They got this. Trust. Now let's pick a card. One of my favorite, I'm laughing because I probably say that at least half the time I introduce these cards to you. But this one absolutely is. And the real reason why I'm so tickled right now is because we're in Virgo season. I'm talking all this Virgo energy. And oftentimes when I do readings and this particular card comes up, I laugh hysterically because Virgo energy can't stand this particular card. Nothingness. That's right. Why? Because there's no order. It's the unknown. It's the unknown. And Virgo energy needs to know in order to do. But like I said, 85, if not 90% of the things that we are floating in right now is unknown. Check this message out. Being in the gap can be disorienting and even scary. Nothing to hold on to, no sense of direction, not even a hint of what choices and possibilities lie ahead. But it was just this state of pure potential that existed before the universe was created. All you can do now is relax into the nothingness. Fall into the silence between the words. Watch this gap between the outgoing and the incoming breaths. And treasure each empty moment of the experience. You know why? Something sacred is about to be born. Ashe, y'all. Ashe, family. Aho matakwe. I say, and amen. Much love to you and thank you. Take that message in your heart and run. Just wait, y'all. It's coming for you. I could feel it in my bones. And I'm a nice, ripe 54 years young. You know, I can feel stuff in my bones. They're starting to talk to me now. Set up up that summertime special if you want to get a 90-minute reading before it's too late, September 22nd. And also hit us up in the DMV area if you want to catch out that day retreat we're doing in on October 26th. Yeah, with Under the Hollis Tree. They are dope. Check it out. The links are all below. I can't wait to check y'all out next week. Yeah, and there's the message. Much love to you. Take care. Watch yourself and be easy on you. Let's go.